Hey guys, it's Christina. It's day 26 of vlogging, and we're continuing today on my last week of vlogging. And the point that's coming up tonight is I had an emotional breakdown today. Not really. Let me rephrase that. It wasn't an emotional breakdown, but I became quite emotional when confronted with this particular point my partner and I were discussing. And my experience was I went into like a heavy resistance and I got real defensive, and then all these like insecurities and comparisons started coming up, and I eventually broke down into an emotional, breakdown, I guess. I started crying and laughing because I was like fighting this point. You know, my partner was like trying to bring it up, like, I see this is what you're going through, and I was like denying. And I finally like broke down, and so it was kind of funny because, yeah, obviously I was reacting to this point. And what I realized was that and it kind of segues into my next 30-day journey that I had been thinking about doing, is I haven't been consistent with the writing. So throughout this 30 days of vlogging, I realized I've written maybe a handful of times. And I don't think that the vlogging can replace the writing in terms of really reflecting and investigating the things that I experience, or the things within my mind that are going through my mind, because I'm not completely 100% ready yet to be absolutely vulnerable with my experience. Writing, I can unleash it all. I can lay it all out. I don't have to hide anything. And not that I'm hiding anything, it's just a matter of practically, sharing what's, I don't think it does anyone any good for me to completely lay out all of my shit that I'm going through. I'm definitely wanting to share as much as myself as I can that is practical for me in my life, and, being self-honest about what I should be sharing. And I think it's also important that I'm sharing things that I have, yes, that I'm working through, that I feel grounded in, that maybe is still challenging me, but also that I have overcome as a point of support for you. Anyways, I'm getting kind of off track here. The point that I wanted to share about my experience today was that I'm missing writing. Writing is missing from my life. And so I was considering, after this 30 days of vlogging, what would I do next? And I was like, let me do another 30-day journey, just because I think they're great. And the point that I see that I need to incorporate back into my life is writing. So I thought, let me do a 30 days of writing after this. But yeah, that's what I noticed today was missing when I kind of had my strong emotional reaction. I hadn't been writing for a few days, and I saw all these points of comparison and insecurity starting to come up, that I need to sort out in writing, that I need to like look at more specifically in my writing and with self-forgiveness, so that I understand what it is that I'm actually reacting to. And perhaps going through writing first, I can lay it out and map it out better for myself than I can explaining it to you now. So if I had written it out and mapped it out already, I could share more specifically the process that I went through to get to an understanding within myself of what I actually faced today. But I can say I faced a reaction, and one aspect that it revealed is that I need to do more writing. I need to get back into the habit of writing. So I am making a commitment here to wake up tomorrow morning, before I have to get onto work, because I'm working from home, so before I get on the computer to do work, is to sit down and write for myself at least 20 minutes, because I haven't done that for myself for a while, and based on today's experience, I see that it's time, it's needed. I need to do some writing. So I'm committing myself and holding myself accountable by sharing this point here. Tomorrow morning I will wake up and do my writing first thing in the morning to kind of sort out these points. And yeah, and that's kind of what I think I'm gonna go into next is the 30-day of writing. I think it's gonna be a simultaneous walk with waking up at 6 a.m. and doing my writing, because I've kind of gotten off topic with that as well. I find myself wanting to sleep in these days and really kind of got relaxed with myself in terms of waking up in the morning. Maybe not 6:30, I don't know, we'll see. Writing is really the essence of what I want to get back to. Yeah, so just a quick vlog for today, to share that, you know, vlogging is great, but it doesn't completely suffice for that self-reflective, ability in your writing. Vlogging, I just doesn't think cut it, because there is a dimension of knowing that I'm not maybe alone. I am alone, I'm here, I'm talking by myself. There is an aspect of I am going to publish this though, so I'm not really laying this all out completely, you know, nitty gritty, raw and real, you know, to myself. I can't do that here yet until I've done it for myself in writing, you know. It's just that point of you can't give to another what you're not willing to give to yourself, so you guys will just have to, you know, stick it out and wait a little longer. No. Yeah, I guess tonight's vlog is just to say to myself, do more writing. Really just bear yourself, open yourself up in the writing, because that's where you really come to those realizations and those self-honest truths of who you are and what you're experiencing and what you're accepting and allowing. So, and I invite anyone who would like to do a 30-day challenge of writing with me. I'll let you know when I'm actually going to start that, and yeah, you can join me for the ride. That'd be really cool. Otherwise, that's it for tonight. Thanks for walking with, guys. See you tomorrow for day 27.
I start to fear you.